my name's Teacher.
Thank you for coming. I'm Helen, I'm Operations Manager, this is my Centre Manager.
Alright.
I'm Scott, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So first things first,
Well, we can.
we're going to get you to do a micro teach.
Yeah.
Scott's going to do that.
So, I want you to imagine now, yeah, it's a poor day outside, we had some wicked activities planned for our students, but it's too bad. Yeah. You have this environment, just stuff that you find round, roads, paper, chairs. I want you to engage me. I want you to engage me in something and teach me something.
I'd say one activity we could do is bouldering. Have you ever done bouldering before?
Yeah.
Bouldering, yeah. So first of all, we will need some safety equipment. If I just grab that for you.
You've only got this stuff here.
Oh, right, okay. So I can start again.
What do you mean? You're an interview. Excuse me?
Do I need to grab equipment?
You have this stuff, you have chairs, you have paper, you have hanging ropes. Teach, engage me. Come on, Mr. P, I'm on your session. Teach me something.
I can show you guys how to do an effective warm-up, ready for an activity.
That's boring. Teach me something.
I'm not actually sure. I don't know. Because I swear, because the only thing I can think of is bouldering with equipment.
What about ropes?
Any skills that you can teach with ropes?
Not great. Yeah.
Engage me. You've got me for now.
Oh, no, I don't know how though, because I don't really know time that well.
Any other skills that you can teach us?
Not about I can't remember anything we did.
So you have 9 kids now. What are you doing?
That's the only thing I can think of is bouldering.
You don't have anything. Sometimes
No, I know.
this is all you got. This environment.
I mean, I still could do bouldering, just some more support. I could show you how to do some bouldering skills. Bouldering skills. Yeah. So first of all, I will need someone to spot me. Do you guys know how to spot?
What's spot?
Spotting is when you're supporting the climber whilst they're bouldering. The way you do this is standing behind the participant with your hands raised, keeping your hands raised close towards their hips. Just
Hand this, go to interview.
Right.
I'll have that.
Sit down, please. Let's sit down for a moment. So, you've applied for Spa Shop Activity Centres, just as a multi-skilled instructor. Micro teach there. If you had a chance to maybe do it again or do a developmental session, what would you do?
I set up a sort of a quick lesson plan
So I'm able to obviously take the kids and engage the kids into different activities. One example would be in here is bouldering, make sure that the kids are kitted up effectively to make sure that they're safe and to also engage them in different activities and show them sort of climate activities to get them engaged into the sport.
So, why should I hire you specifically? If I've got loads of choice of people, why should I hire you?
I believe I've got good experience with work employments that I've had previously. So one would be Centre Box, which is sort of an outdoor activity holiday with jam-packed of like skills and activities. One sort of section of the Centre Box that I work in is the water sports, where we take people out on boats, we get people kitted up and we take them out on paddleboard sessions, get them engaged in or a new sport that because most of these people come from cities and they haven't experienced water sports such as paddleboarding. So we get to take them out onto the water, teach them how to do that sort of stuff. We've also got the aqua park, which kids and adults can have fun with the kids, sort of engaging in sort of water-based sports. We try and engage them, give them skills and tricks to do while they're on the aqua park. Another thing that we do is we also take them out on golf. Some people haven't obviously experienced golf in their life, whereas others have, but it's obviously teaching them how to do it properly and giving them the right equipment and how to be safe.
Okay, thank you very much. How would you describe your personality?
I believe I'm sort of a very energetic person who loves to be in the outdoors and is motivated to learn new experiences and try things as a group rather than individually. I believe I work well as a team or with groups because I'm able to participate, give ideas, give scenarios, and work well to finish off lessons and ideas.
Okay. So we can get really, really busy in the summer in our peak season, and it can be quite high pressure environments.
Yeah.
So how do you work under pressure? And can you give an example?
As a team, I believe I work well or fantastic under pressure. Again, relating back to where I work currently, so with water sports and as a lifeguard as well, we experience situations where someone needs first aid and we have to act immediately. So as a team, we straight away get into the situation, block off any other hazards that come into play, and make sure that we're advising first aid and dealing with pressure with thousands of guests in at the same time. One that we had recently was someone was electrocuted inside the pool, so we had to obviously shut off the area, get first aid in, ambulance in, and to make sure that they can get from security all the way through to the middle of the park as safely and as quickly as possible.
How did someone get electrocuted in the pool?
It was something to do with their watch being in the shower or something.
Right.
So yeah.
So talked about some of the things that you're good at.
Yeah.
Can you maybe describe some of your weaknesses?
Some of my weaknesses, I would say that sometimes I try to be more engaging than I am with teaching skills or getting people the knowledge and experience of the sport. I like to sort of engage with people, sort of make it a bit of fun, rather than, well, I still do the other side as well, but I'd say my main priority is obviously to make sure they have fun and enjoy it and want to do it again.
Okay. And what's your motivation to perform well in this role?
My motivation is obviously outdoors. I love being outside. I think that's probably where I shine most. Whereas if I'm sat indoors or if I've got an inside sort of activity to do, I get distracted very easily. Whereas if I'm outside, I've got the fresh air, I feel very energetic. And I love getting people or teaching people new experiences that they haven't experienced before.
Okay. So we as a centre have quite a few different values.
Yeah.
How do your values align with ours?
Again, with the getting people participate in sport and different experiences, I'd say I really enjoy doing that and I'm inspired to do that. Another one is you're very eco-friendly. I would say that when I'm at home, I do try to be as economic as possible by taking other transport such as cycling to work or running to work rather than obviously getting a lift or using a car.
Okay. And so why do you want to work for us specifically?
Because I believe you guys give out amazing experiences. Obviously, deliver loads of residentials. You teach people who are worse disadvantages. So just to be in that environment will obviously better my experience and better me in other ways, as well as being able to be part of that organisation that delivers those.
Okay. And how would you describe your current experience and knowledge for this job role?
I believe, I'll just be straight up, I don't believe my knowledge or understanding is probably the best that it could be. But I do have some qualifications that do back up. So obviously first aid, and I have got a experience in paddleboarding, and I've got experience in kayaking as well as a powerboat license. I believe just in outdoor activities, which I've experienced mainly over about 2 years, will help me with this job.
Okay. And how would this post fit in with your future aspirations?
I believe it fits in very well. Being able to develop and obviously gain experience in instructing and delivering obviously lessons and stuff to younger children. Because my future aspirations are to be an instructor in many obviously different sports, as outdoor sports, whether it's water-based or indoor. I believe should help.
So what's your long-term goal? Where do you see yourself in 5, 10 years?
I believe I see myself obviously as an instructor, whether it be with a holiday sort of who takes people out onto outdoor activities, or whether it's like Centre Parks is at the moment, sort of like a holiday place, giving people experiences in different sports.
Is there any specific qualifications you'd like to hold in 5 years' time?
Yeah, I believe obviously I've only got certain levels of instructing. Would like to develop that further and be able to teach people also how to be an instructor as well.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
So earlier you said one of your strengths was it problem solving or thinking on the feet? Work under pressure.
Yeah.
How well did you work under pressure and I'd like to teach?
It wasn't the best, but I believe if I had longer to plan it and organise it, then I would be able to deliver a well-planned session.
Okay. Here's a bit of paper.
Yep.
Teach you something.
Sort of in outdoor sports, or like, as in like,
Teach me something.
teach
I've got a bit of paper. Teach me something. Teach me something.
have you got a pen?
No? Just a bit of paper.
Just piece of paper. I'm not sure. I can't really think of anything.
Do you know what, when I say that paper, what
Yeah.
I think of?
No.
What I can make?
If you follow my steps, I can teach you how to make a paper aeroplane. Yeah. So first of all, you want to fold it this way in half, making sure that the corners meet. That's it, making sure that it's nice and neat and tight around the folds. You then want to open it back up. You want to bring one corner into the side and meet in the middle, like such. Pressing down on the fold quite nicely. Then the other side, meeting in the middle again. You then want to grab two corners. You want to do the same again, fold it into the middle, like such, making sure that it meets the top of the point. And pushing down and press on the folds as well. Same with the other side. You want to fold that in half, making sure that all the points meet. It will be a bit tricky or fiddly at the front, so you want to make sure you do it nice and carefully to make sure it's pointed. And then on each side, you want to make sure you pull the side down to make sort of the wings. You want to bring it past just the bottom point, just a little bit. And obviously fold them from there. And then with the same as the other side, making sure that it meets at the bottom. You want to then fold it back out, fix up any sort of loose edges, and then you've got an effective paper aeroplane.
So what would you now do when you've got 12 kids, you now have these? What would you now do?
An example I could do is I could make a line up and see whose paper aeroplane is the most effective. Yeah. So we stand behind this line here, and then you want to make sure your 1 foot is front with one hand. We'll see whose paper aeroplane goes the furthest.
Oh, I think I can win this.
Yes! And obviously we rank it again, and obviously we do multiple tries.
Out of 3. What was it?
This line here.
Out of the one.
Oh.
There we go.
Of 1.
1, 2 out of 3, well done.
Right, so do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, so with holiday balance, what is the entitlement for holiday?
So it's a 0 hours contract. So we will offer you work and then you decide if you take it or not. During our summer season we're obviously a lot busier.
Yeah.
And we can sort of get 5 days a week work.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
During our off season it'll be a bit quieter.
And also the wage.
National minimum wage
Yeah.
to start off with. As you sort of work with us and you've been with us for a year, you get qualifications, we can
Wage.
about that.
Perfect. Yeah, that's all my question.
So, thank you very much.
No problem.